It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and today we've got a beer from Ruhstaller's Brewery. One of my brewery finds of 2014. One of the breweries that I come across which I thought, blimey, yes, not heard of them before. After trying two of their beers, absolutely fantastic stuff. So we head into 2015 with a brand new beer from Ruhstaller's. It's their Ruhstaller Capt Sacramento. It's a California black IPA coming in at 7.6% ABV. The hops are Cascade, Centennial, Citra, and CTZ. It will come to me in a moment, but it's an abbreviation of a hop. Yeah. Okay, it's 55 IBUs. Let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. Yeah, big fan of Ruhstaller's. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Doesn't that look great? A lovely one finger tan coloured head. Nice levels of carbonation buzzing away there in the glass. It's not jet black, there's a little bit of light bleeding through at the bottom, but you can more or less call this a black IPA. Let's get the aroma. Yeah, and that's more like it. That's more like it. That smells great. Loads and loads of lovely hops in this beer. That Cascade, that Centennial. Really coming through. Nice and fruity. Absolutely refreshing aroma to this beer. Really want to dive into it. At 7.6%, I'm expecting a medium body on the mouthfeel. There's going to be quite a bit of malt used to get it up to 7.6, so expecting a nice creamy black IPA. Let's dive in. Cheers. Oh yes. Stone the Crows. And that is exactly what I'm getting. A lovely, rich, creamy, malty, milky, lovely mouthfeel. But at the same time, very refreshing. Oh, yes. And I'm saying, oh, yes, because I've just reviewed 3 beers on the trot that have been terrible. 2 lagers and a ginger beer that were just so disappointing. And you almost... So this is beer number 4 of the night. You almost lose the will. You think, oh, I'm just going to pack up and I'm going to put my kit away and I'm going to get it out tomorrow and we'll start over. I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I soldiered on. Last beer of the night, the beer to pick me up. Nice caramel malt coming through. There's a nice kind of biscuity sweetness. In the middle, the hops start to take charge. They really start to kind of push through. It's like out of the way malty sweetness. Here comes the bitterness charging through. I think they got the IBUs right. 55 IBUs for a beer at 7.6% ABV is a very balanced beer. As I mentioned earlier, to get the beer up to 7.6% ABV, they're going to use quite a few malts. So you've got a nice variety of creamy, bready, biscuity malts going on, sweet. And then at 55 IBUs, that kind of comes through nicely and balances the beer out. It would have been overly sweet if you didn't have any hops in the beer. So what you do, you add the hops to kind of balance it and send it into a nice bitter finish. And I'm talking to you newbies. If you're watching, you're new to beer, it's my little kind of lesson of the day for you. If you're an experienced beer drinker, then you know completely what I'm talking about here. It's nicely carbonated. The hops coming through are a nice kind of obvious grapefruit. There's a little bit of mango in there, a little bit of apricot. There's some orange peel. There's a little bit of lemon peel. Yeah, this beer is it for me. And with a black IPA, there's a couple of ways you can brew it. I see there's two ways. The first way is to almost have it kind of magical, like you're drinking a golden ale that's been hopped up, but it's black, and that's the kind of mystery behind it. I like them, but I also like the second way of brewing a black IPA, and that is using some of them kind of nice caramel, slightly roasted coffee, darker malts, and letting them come through with the flavour. So it's not just a mystical beer. That blackness in the beer has presence. It has the flavours to back up a black beer, but there's some nice hop character to go on the back end of the beer. If that makes any sense to you. I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does. Ruhstaller's Capt Sacramento then. Where are they from? There's a couple of names on here. Marty, Claudia and Max Chininski. Lake Country, California. Now we got Barley here, Metcalf and Copeland. And the founder of Ruhstaller's is Jan-Eric Piano. Jan-Eric Piano, you have brewed, or your guys have brewed a great beer here. This is lovely. I really enjoy it. I've not had a bad beer from Ruhstaller's. I want to try more. I'd love to try some more beer from these guys. This is the third beer we've had. I've had a red ale and a hoppy lager. They were both lovely. This is well up there, this black IPA. This is well up there with the best from Ruhstaller's. It is probably my find of 2014. This brewery from America. Great stuff. All I can do now is rate this beer. I think my review said it all. It's bready, it's biscuity, there's nice caramel flavours in the beer. Slight kind of coffee, chocolate, caramel flavours as I mentioned. It comes over to be a nice hoppy finish to the beer, which a black IPA should do. 7.6% ABV, nice ABV for this style of beer. 55 IBUs. It's smashing. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer reviews and cheers.